So I finally got to take a shower and put some clothes on. I'm gonna do my hair. It looks all crazy because I had it in a bun chongo all day and all night last night. But I'm about to curl it just so it has like some style. I really like the way my hair looks curled, so I am gonna do that. And I put some clothes on, kind of like some regular clothes. I forgot about a pair of pants that I had that were black that I bought whenever I was maybe like in my second trimester. I wasn't ready to do like maternity clothes, so I don't know why, for some odd reason, but I bought them and they're just kind of like regular pants. They're just a bigger size, so I forgot about them and I put them on right now and they are still tight. They're like a size 11. And right now, and I have my faja on. I have like 3 fajas on. Well, like 2, because those 2-part ones, I guess I can count them as 1. But I have a faja over that, and my clothes barely fit. Well, my shirt fits because it's still a maternity shirt, but look at this. It's so ugly. I'm not used to this. I was pretty slim before getting pregnant, so yeah, this is all new. I had to force my buttons on. But yeah, this is a faja that John's mom bought me, and I put this is my first time doing this actually. I put it on top of my 2-part faja thing. So I put this on top and I put my pants on and my shirt, and yeah, it's still pretty tight. I feel tight. I feel secured, but I don't like the way I look whenever I sit down nor stand up. I guess I just didn't want to wear sweats today. It's Saturday and I just kind of wanted to feel cute. Me and, I was gonna say Lauren, I don't know why. That's my sister's name. Me and Jade are about to go to John's. Well, he invited us over, but I'm gonna get ready because I want to be pretty and cute. I like feeling cute. I'm gonna try to do like a light makeup look. My mom is gonna come over, and while she's over here, I'll probably be able to put some makeup on since she will want to be all over Jade. So that would help. Help me get ready. But yeah, honestly, something that I kind of wanted to talk about is the 4th trimester, which I'm in. And they count that as like the part after birth up until the baby is like a month. Yeah, this shit sucks. Like, you don't really get to sleep. Everything feels uncomfortable still, like your body, but also like the way you feel physically. Your hormones, your emotions. I honestly had a crying moment last night. It was like around like 3:30, 4:30, because Jade she just kept crying and she wouldn't stop. And by that time I was tired because I had stayed up a good while the night before. I had stayed up, and so I guess that no sleep kind of caught up to me, and she was just crying and nothing would stop. Like, nothing would help her. She, like, no rocking. Usually rocking after I've already changed her diaper and fed her, and if she pooped again or peed again, changed her diaper again, and rocking and a pacifier still doesn't help. Like, it gets overwhelming because, like, you don't know how to like calm her down. Like, I honestly don't know what to do, and I understand why moms get diagnosed with postpartum depression, because the feelings that we get are very dangerous. Like, people get really sad, people get really angry and upset, and I'm kind of like I really try not to show it very often, but I used to really have like a super short temper. You can ask my sister and my brother. They're the ones who experienced it the most. Pobrecitos. I didn't know anything, you know, I was just a kid, and now I know how to have a better grip on my emotions, but I am honestly more of a short-tempered person, and so my automatic response is to like yell or like hit, kind of, I guess. So I just had a moment where those automatic responses wanted to come back, and I know that's not good for my baby. Of course it's not good. I'm not supposed to scream or hit her or anything. She's a fucking newborn. But it was very scary to me, so I just prayed honestly to God. I do believe in God, and you know, no one come for me. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. But I prayed to God last night. I was like, please give me strength and to be more patient. Please give me more patience right now, and please give me strength as in like, I had to change my angle because this holds my phone a lot better. I had to pray for strength and patience because the inner thoughts of like my old automatic responses were starting to come back, and it was very scary to me because like as moms, we get overwhelmed, especially when we have to do this by ourselves. Like, I do have a good amount of help from everyone. Like, my mom helps me out a lot. My tia helps me out a lot. And John helps me out a lot. But a majority that's only, like, sometimes throughout the week. A majority of the day and week, it's just me and Jade by ourselves. So it gets overwhelming, you know, it gets overwhelming. The crying it's intense when it doesn't stop. And Jade does this thing where she cries so much and so hard that she makes her voice very hoarse. She makes her throat very dry. And that just sounds so scary, and it sounds really ugly. And so it gets overwhelming. And I understand why a lot of moms can get diagnosed with postpartum depression. Like, it gets really intense, honestly, if there's no help, if we have to do this by ourselves. And even when we do have help, like, it's still intense. I felt really scared of myself last night, honestly, because I know what I'm capable of, and I know, I hate to say that, I know what I'm capable of, and I know, you know, sometimes it's hard for moms to take a second to think, but I'm very glad that I, you know, composed myself, and instead I prayed and just ask for patience and strength, because honestly, that's all babies need, is they need someone to be patient with them. They don't understand what's going on with them. They can't process emotions, and us as adults, we can. So we have to be patient, we have to be kind, we have to soothe them, we have to teach them. But I'm glad that I was able to really like compose myself, and you know, that she ended up falling asleep. I cried, honestly. It gets really overwhelming, and I cried, and it was like as soon as I started crying, and had like, it was just a silent cry, but it was an intense cry. And so as soon as I started doing that, like, Jade just like stopped, like she stopped crying. And babies are very big on like vibes and like your energy, and so if you feel frustrated and you feel flustered and like overwhelmed, they're gonna pick up on that, and they're gonna project that those emotions out as well. They were in you for so long, like they know you, they know how you are. So maybe, I don't know, she was feeling that from me too. And as soon as I like cried, it was so crazy. Like as soon as I started crying and I had tears coming down my face, like she just stopped and she just was looking at me, and it was kind of want to cry right now just thinking about it, because it's really weird. Not weird, but it's just really intense how babies just know, and they just, the way that things happen, like she was just looking at me, and I kept the room pretty dark, but I did keep like I have like colored lights, so I kept them on like purple, but my room was dark, so it was still kind of dark, but you could still kind of see. And so it was like she was just looking at me, but she was just calm, and she just like, she stopped. So I don't know if she like picked up on the feeling like I'm feeling overwhelmed, so she was feeling overwhelmed, so she was just crying about it and crying and crying. And it was like, I guess what it seemed like is that I finally let that emotion out, so she felt like the relief, like, oh, okay, it's out, let me be chill, let me be calm. Is what it kind of felt like to me. Like, it's just amazing how babies are. But it's not, you know, the baby's fault of why we get overwhelmed. It's not. They are extremely helpless. They don't know what to do. They depend on us for everything. And honestly, like, a friend of mine gave me some advice. She told me that people had told her not to carry her baby so much, because now she's like super needy and like super dependent. Like, her baby's 3, you know, like, they need us. Yes, she has her own sense of like independentness, but they still need us. They still are not fully capable of, you know, being on their own, being by themselves. They still need us to teach them. And so honestly, like, what I'm trying to get at is that, you know, I don't want to not hold my baby. I don't want to, you know, just let her cry it out, because she doesn't know. And as far as her being like too dependent on me, if I do hold her too much, like, I don't care. These are the moments that, you know, we'll never get back. She'll never be a newborn again. She'll never be 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, ever again. And at some point, she's going to want to stop hugging mom. She's going to want to stop hugging mommy and stop being affectionate. And until that time comes, I want to experience all her hugs and all her cuddles and all her snuggles and all her wanting to be on me. All her wanting just me. I want to keep that. I want all of that, because she'll never be a baby ever again after this. She'll never be 3 weeks old again. My baby is 3 weeks old, and she'll never be 3 weeks old again. And I need to appreciate these moments. And I feel like it could be, you know, it's very, it could go either way. If you hold your baby too much, they're going to be too dependent on you, too needy, and you can't do anything. And if you don't hold them enough, they're going to be so independent that they don't want to be hugged on you. They don't want to be, you know, all up on you whenever you're going to want hugs, whenever you're going to want kisses. Like, they're not going to want that because you didn't give that to them. I feel like it could go either way, honestly. Like, you do what you think is right. And I think it's right to hold my baby, so I'm going to hold her. I'm almost done with my hair. I'm going to let my hair sit for a little bit and cool down before I take it out. And I'm going to try to do a light makeup My mom is on her way. She's gonna she wants to see the baby. She loves coming on the weekend. She comes at every chance that she can, honestly, and I'm very appreciative of it, because sometimes I guess, you know, I feel like, no, you know, I don't need it. I don't need the help. But then when I do get the help, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, this is great. Honestly, my aunt has been helping me a lot more lately, because she was sick the very first week that I brought Jade home. And now that she's not sick, she's been wanting to be all over the baby. And she loves Jade so much. Like, she will come and change her pamper. When Jade is crying, she comes and she, like, soothes her. She starts doing, like, her routine, like, changing her diaper, feeding her, and burping her and rocking her. And it's awesome, honestly. You know, we haven't had a baby in our family for 14 years. My brother has been the baby, and he's 14 now. So it's a new experience, and babies are just so lovable. And I'm just really blessed that everyone in my family loves me, and they love my baby so much that they want to be around us. It's a good feeling to have, and I'm really blessed, because not a lot of people have that. Unfortunately, not a lot of people get to experience that, and I'm very blessed that I do get to. You know what I was watching the other day, what everyone is talking about, the Gabriel Fernandez documentary on Netflix, and oh my god, I just started bawling. I'm so sensitive nowadays, especially when it comes to babies. I had already known about you know, his story. It had been out for a while, but to just, you know, for it to resurface again, it's just so sad, because all, you know, all babies want is just to be loved and cared for by the people by their family, you know, especially their mom. And for his mom to just treat him horribly and torture him with her boyfriend is just so cruel. That baby didn't deserve any of that. It's so sad, honestly. That poor baby. And he still attempted to, you know, try to show his mom that, you know, I love you and just care for me. And he got suicidal at 8 years old. At 8 years old, he got suicidal. But I need to stop, but it's just so sad. And as I was watching that, I couldn't help but to hug my baby, because I was already holding her. I was rocking her so she could go to sleep, and I couldn't help but to just start crying and just hug her a little bit more tighter and just kiss her and tell her that I love her and that I would never do anything like that. Yes, you know, we get our overwhelming moments as moms, but I could never do anything like that to my baby or to my future children. It's so sad. I need to stop. I'm just so emotional right now. And this is part of, you know, like the 4th trimester, like, we're still full of emotions. Our body was so full of hormones. Our body produced so much hormones because we were making a baby. And, you know, our levels are still, like, all out of the place, all out of whack. And I'm just a little bit more sensitive nowadays.